What's up, Throttle Squad? Mike back from Winter Wrenches, and today we are doing something similar to what we've done before with the Crossroads. We did the lowering link in it, but in my bike, nope, don't focus there, focus there. And Pearl, we're putting in the Penske racing shop. So let me come along on this journey, and I'll try and teach you how to do it. But yeah, we're going to put it in there. So let's go. Let's do it. First off, disclaimers. We always have to do disclaimers, especially on our channel, because we aren't professionals. What is this on my screen? I don't know what it is. Anyways, we are not professionals. I'm not a professional. I just like to tinker and work on my own bike, along with Craig's bike, so he's the same way, along with any bike that anybody lets me work on. So I am not a professional. I kind of sort of have an idea what I'm doing because of when I did the lowering link in the Crossroads. If you haven't seen that video, go back and watch that video to see how I took everything apart in the beginning. Now, I did skip, I did take off the side cover that took off the seat, and I'm about to jump to actually lowering the bike down to take off the stock shock and stuff. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the camera. Yeah, I'm getting ready to jump to that part. The reason I didn't show you that is because I've already did that. First of all, I did it in the Crossroads driver rider backrest install, and also I'm pretty sure I did it in the lowering link install too. But not going to bore you with how to take off the side covers and stuff, but let's go ahead and we'll jump into getting the shock in and see what kind of difference it makes. Oh, all right, let's go. All right, so like I said in the intro, we're going to be replacing the stock shock, which the stock shock is right there. That's the stock air shock. Now, I don't know how well you can see it, but right there, that's where it leaks. Well, okay, sorry. It doesn't leak from the bolt, but it leaks from the shock under there. Now, I think you can probably see it a little bit of wetness around the edge there. Now, the shock is blowing out. That is, I knew it when I bought the bike. I knew I was going to be replacing the shock, and now it's come around time to replace the shock. So, as in the lowering link video for the Crossroads, I'm going to be taking this side panel off here. It's just 3 10mm bolts. Well, I probably won't take it off. I might. I don't know. But I'll move this. I'll be taking this out because I'm removing the air shock completely. So I'll be taking this out, and then we will get up into actually lowering the bike down and taking the shock and everything out, and then replacing it with the Penske shock. So that's just a quick explanation. And then yeah, so some of this I might be behind the camera, some might be in front of the camera. I don't know. We'll just see how it rolls, and we'll film it along the way. So let's go. All right, YouTube. Went ahead and jumped ahead a little bit, and took off the side panel. Now the side panel is super easy to take off. First of all, if you are taking off the air shock, it's easier to do it while this is still mounted. This panel is still mounted. So take off this nut here, and all it is, it's not on there super tight. So if you just pair of pliers or something and get on there and turn it, and it'll be able to come out. Then you leave this in, take off this panel. It's 3 10mm bolts. There's a long one here, a short one, and then another short one. And those are all, right there. So the long one, short one. And you take those 3 out, and then this airline is zip tied to this panel. So cut the zip tie, and then take out this airline, because this is going to be going with the shock when you take out the shock. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get up under here. Now, the only reason I'm telling you this is because I already did it in a lowering link video. It's pretty much the same thing, except for the lowering link, we're going to be changing out the shock. So, next thing I'm going to do is loosen up. Can I see it? Can you see it? Yeah, right there. Loosen up this bolt and that bolt right there. loosen those up and take those out. Well, loosen them up, and then I'll lower the bike down, take out the bolts, and then take out this pin right there, take out that bolt, which then I could take out the splash guard, and this whole assembly, the shock and everything will slide out, or the pin for it will slide out and come down, and I'll be able to swap out that shock. So I'll come back when I have the bolts, these two bolts loosened and ready to come out. So I'll be right back. Sorry, just a quick interruption here, but and you see I got that side off, the lowering link side. This one, you see right there, see that's why I'm going to be changing it, because that right there is hydraulic fluid out of the shock. But alright, just a quick little, yeah, hey, that's what it's doing. Alright, I'll be right back. What's up, Throttle Squad? So last part of the video you saw, I showed you a little bit of the leak underneath the bike. This is many days later. Disclaimer, I finished it on my own and I didn't film the rest of it. Now, the reason behind that, I had a buddy in the middle of me working on the shock. I had a buddy come over and change the brakes on his bike, and then we started talking, and as we were talking I just kept working on the bike and didn't film anything else. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to finish that video that I started 3 weeks ago. So I'm going to flip the camera around and go step by step and show you how to finish out where I stopped. So flip it around, let's get started. As you can see, I already took the bags back off. The reason behind that is one, to show you the shock easier, and two, later video I'm swapping out the sissy bar. The sissy bar, or the backrest, whatever, it's the modular one. It's the Kiyosaki one that folds forward and becomes the rider backrest. It will be up for sale after I take it off today. So if this video comes out and it's not sold yet, if you need it or want it, hit me up on Instagram. Speaking of Instagram, go over to our Instagram, give us a follow on there. We post there every day except for on Sundays. But yeah, go hit us up in the DMs on Instagram, and if you want it or need it, yeah, if it's still up for sale. If not, be down here at the bottom of the screen, not for sale or already sold. But that's not this video. So I stopped last time where I stopped down here. So all right, let me focus up here real quick. Focus. All right, so I got this bolt off, and then I showed you this bolt here, and I was taking it off. I was in the process of taking it off. Now, as you can see, it's on there, obviously. After you get these bolts loose, or actually, yeah, get these nuts off, they're 15 millimeter on both sides. So this one and this one, 15 millimeter, along with this one and this one on this side, 15 millimeter. Take those off. Next thing you need to do, right under the seat, I didn't take the seat back off, but right under the seat, right about here, you'll see a little hole that leads down to an Allen head bolt. The Allen head bolt comes out. You want to take it all the way out. This shroud right here that holds the air line for the old air shock, it just pops out. It just pops in and out of place. So you just kind of push it over, and it pops out, and you can lay it down, or you actually just pull it out. Behind there, the thing with the hinge point for the link and the shock has a pin in the center for the link and the shock. There's a solid pin in there, and what holds it in is that bolt up here. So you got to pull that bolt out and then pull the pin out. It should slide right out, and the link and your stock shock will come down. Now right here, can I get a view of it? Yeah, right there is the tip over sensor for the bike. Now, you don't need to take it out, but what you can do is actually, you do need to unbolt it. You don't need to take it out, you just need to move it out of the way. That's gonna give you the extra like 1/8 of an inch or 1/4 inch that you need to get the stock shock out. So once you pull off the link and the old shock, you have it set in here, unbolt the link, pull the link out. The shock, you need to, there's barely enough space, but if you lift it up, if you move your tip over sensor out of the way, I'm doing bad camera work here, but move your tip over sensor out of the way. That'll give you just enough room to drop your shock down and move it over this way. Move it kind of up at this angle, and then drop it down, and then bring it back over the tire and pull it out. After you get your shock out, unbolt it from the top, and there's that, you see that hinge piece in there that I'm talking about. Unbolt that, pull out your spacers from the swing arm. There's new spacers that come with the Penske shock you need to install, or you won't have, it won't fit. So the new spacers in the Penske shock you need to put in there. So unbolt it here, put this off to the side. It's gonna be kind of a awkward view here, but we'll make it work. And I apologize ahead of time for this and doing the video this way. It's not the way I wanted to do it, but I'm not taking all this back out to reshoot it. So attach the new Penske shock to the hinge point, and then this will slide in a lot easier than the other shock wheel because it's not as fat. So slide it back in, and then reverse everything you just did. Now, those spacers I was talking about, they come with the shock. You need to put them down here, and then put your bolt back through, and then put your solid pin back in the top, up over here, up under there, put the solid pin back in, reattach your link, reattach this link here to the hinge point up top, and then literally just put everything back together the way it came. Now, I will tell you that, like I said, you need, there, let me focus up there. You need those spacers, and you'll have to lower the bike down because you'll have it up on the jack, right? So you have to lower the bike down, meet this up, put this bolt back in, bolt it up. Now there's two sides. I don't know if I can get a shot of it. Maybe right there. Okay, yeah, you can kind of see it. So this is straight and this is curved on this side. You want the curved side to the rear of the bike when you put the shock in. You will have to orientate it when you put it in. Now this shock is adjustable. The red knob right here, and I'll show you the difference in the absorption here in a minute. But yeah, so lower the bike back down, put the bolt back through, tighten everything back up, put your shroud back in, and that's basically it. And then just put everything back together the way it was. So, like I said before, I apologize for the way this video came out. It's my fault that I didn't film it when, as I was doing it, because, you know, life happens, whatever. So, if you have any questions whatsoever, please comment below, and I'll answer them to the best of my abilities. I did this all myself. I did it with basic tools and a little bit of know-how. So, is there anything I need to add? I don't even know. Obviously, double check everything that you put everything back in. Double check all your bolts are tight. Double check everything's back in the right way, and then yeah, just go ride, enjoy it. I love this shock. I highly recommend it. This is a little expensive, but in the long run, it's completely worth it. I love it, especially coming from a shock that you barely ride on, because it felt like you're getting punched every time you hit a bump or something. Complete difference. So I feel like I'm just rambling, and again, I apologize for the length of this video. I apologize for the way this is filmed. This is not normally how we film it, but you know, just letting you guys know. Go check us out on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok, and go check us out on Teespring. Get you some custom Wind and Wrenches merch. We did add some new items up there a couple days ago, so go check all that stuff out and support us as much as possible. We would really appreciate it. Go over to Instagram, give us a follow. This video right here is the most recent video that I put up. This video over here is the one that YouTube suggests for you. And if you haven't yet, go ahead, punch me in the face, and hit that subscribe button. And remember, always keep the shiny side up.